What up, everybody? Denny Mage here, and we are going to be doing a awesome first ever stream and playthrough of Outward 2 on Steam. I applied a while ago to beta test this game, and yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give it a try today. We're going to go ahead and start the tutorial. So we got about a good-ish hour of hopeful playthrough to do today for 2. I got the it's on stream. It's on Twitch's game list. So press space to resume. Okay. So it looks like WASD movement. Left click, right click situation. F to read. Welcome to the Outward 2 tutorial. You can learn in any order you want from this hub. To follow the intended route, follow the red carpet. Okay. Escape. So we're going to do exactly that. We're going to follow the red carpet. Shift looks like if you hold down shift you can run. Space is like a back jump, like a dodging action. Okay. F to read. Backpacks allow you to carry more things than your pockets. For some backpacks have special sockets for specific equipment like weapons, tent kits, and lanterns. You can toggle on off a lantern equipped in a socket with lantern. The items stored in sockets do not add to your overall weight you carry. Okay, B to equip. F to pick up Explorer Lantern. How did it say we open up our backpack? I is inventory. Okay. So. And how did it say we activated the lanterns? And you can push F, by the way, to keep scrolling. On and off. How do you toggle? Okay, so this is your character with all of their equipment. I probably jumped ahead. Did I miss something in that first sign? I wonder how you jump. There's got to be a jumping in this, right? It feels like there would be. Follow red carpet. Okay, so we didn't miss anything on this one. Okay, we're gonna follow the red carpet. There's some stuff over here, though. Can we pick this stuff up? Migrant cowl, migrant breastplate, migrant boot. Like, there's a bunch of stuff up here. Good. Iron. Like, I have no idea much about this game, and hold the open chest. Hold F. Here we go. We got a life potion. Okay, clicking will add them to it. Fire rag, flint and steel, great gabberry wine. I want to take all of it. So yeah, we'll confirm and take all of it. All of their gadberries. I'm just gonna bag overburdened. Okay, so you do have a weight restriction right here, it looks like. If I move this up here, so now I have a shield on me and I can have a mace instead of this bow staff. Okay, so when it's worn as equipment, it doesn't encumber you here. So is this going to be a... Okay, I wonder. Okay, read. All items have weight and some also have durability. Weapons and armor go down when hitting and being hit, while food and ingredients rot with time. Okay, so you gotta definitely make sure you're on top of, like, eating all the stuff you get. Shift to run. So yeah, I'm doing a quick, shorter stream tonight for Outward. I got the beta approval, and I'm really excited to try this out. We're gonna only play for a little bit, maybe get through the tutorial, and get a little bit further from that. So, press lock on to lock onto enemies. What's my lock on? A quick press on main hand results in a simple attack, while holding it for longer will perform a special attack depending on your weapon type. Use offhand to make attacks with your left-hand weapon. Note that you can use offhand with two-handed weapons to perform different types of attacks. Okay, so that must be your two different mouse buttons. So left is my main hand, and right-click is my offhand, which is my shield. I can hold left, and I can swing harder, or I can just click. How do you lock on? Is it shift? That's not shift. We know that's run. It's not space. R. Alright, well, we're going to go to a quick settings and controllers. Where's controls? Inputs. Boom. Do a quick inputs check. Forward, move left, move sprint. Sprint, quick slot, QER, quick slot 1. Oh, number pad. These are all number pads. I can put these all to my number pads if I wanted. I might do a little bit of that later. Lock on. Aim is right mouse button block. Crouch. Handle bag is B. What is my lock on? Right mouse button is if I hold. Oh, nope, that's not it. One more quick check. One more quick check. Inputs. Lock on is tab. Okay, so tab is how you lock on. Now we're locked on. So if you hold tab once, it'll lock you on. If you let go, it'll change it. Okay, so we got lots of different weapons up here. We got, what is this, an arrow? Pick up bullet. Yeah, I'll pick up the arrows. And a flintlock. So, like, this is really interesting in what you can do then. You can craft. You got status effects, exercise, abilities. Okay. This is going to be pretty fun. I got the flintlock now, so how do I... Oh, I just took off my bag by accident. Okay, we do not want to take off your bag. Iron chakrams, sand ribbon, short bow, branch bow, training dagger, all their training weapons. And what are you? Oh, endurance potions. Yes, please. I'll take all these endurance potions. Oh, I accidentally picked something up I didn't want to do. Inventory. I do not want to pick up this. Can I just drop it? Drop. What are you? Bullets. Okay, how do I... Equip to main hand. Do I really need these gloves and stuff? Like, I don't know. I feel like all this is probably going to be a bit excessive. It says I have quiver, so if I were to grab... Pick up arrow. Where's those arrows at? The arrows go straight to the bag. Okay, let's grab the short bow, just to be safe. So tab is your lock on. Okay, we need to take unequipped. We need to... How do we load weapons? Confirm. Okay, there's got to be a way to load a weapon. I wonder if that's one of these signs. So that's going to be a really important figure out, how to load a weapon. Read. Experiment with how main-hand and offhand attacks are combined into each other, both with quick press and while holding. Holding your attack while already attacking does a different move while holding from a neutral stance. Okay. So, that's great and all, but I want to figure out how do I load up my gun? Oh, wait, I wonder. Do I need to... Nope, it doesn't go there. A pistol's spark turns this into a deadly projectile. I have a flintlock. It doesn't tell you how to load. Okay, we're going to add the bow instead. We have the aim. We're going to draw and let go. That did not hit either time. Interesting. Pick up arrow. Pick up arrow. Let's try this one more time, Al. Let's try this one. We're going to try locking. Maybe more center mass on it. Goes straight through it. Interesting. Okay, it's almost like these arrows are going straight through. So maybe the target dummies don't work with the arrows, or I'm doing something wrong. Let's continue. Weapons can be wielded in both hands, allowing a plethora of combos with different weapon types. Some weapons are two-handed, and can only be on their own. Some weapons are better suited as secondary weapons like pistols, chakrams, and ribbons. Oh, pistols are second hand, which are less versatile than other types. Okay. So wait a second. Wait a second. If we were to do flintlock on the offhand... No, it doesn't allow offhand it. What in the world? How do you load this dang gun? I know it's ridiculous, but that's like the only thing I'm shooting for right now is just to shoot the gun. Okay, let's get all of our weight off of our bags so we can move around. We're still over encumbered. How do I, like... Can I, like, eat these items? How do I eat? I'm just curious real quick. Oh, that's how you eat. You just click it. And that gives you an instant jolt of stamina. That's pretty cool. So you have a bottom bar of stamina. Okay. The stability bar is just under the health bar of enemies. This represents their balance, which lowers with each hit they receive. When their stability bar reaches 50%, enemies will be interrupted and stagger when receiving damage. When empty, they will fall on the ground and be vulnerable to attacks. Keep that in mind, all supplies. Okay. So, as he takes hits, his stability bar, and he is likely to... There you go. He falls down as a stability bar. There we go. Alrighty then, that's pretty cool. Next up, read. To defend yourself, hold block to block. Blocking costs stamina and gives you more stability. Okay. Press dodge once to step and twice to dodge roll. Dodging grants short windows of vulnerability and costs stamina. Drop your backpack before engaging in a fight. Rolling will invalidate the window of invulnerability. Okay. So drop our backpack. Okay, so spacebar is our roll. Okay, now we just gotta figure out... We just gotta figure out the block button again. I already forgot it. It's not gonna kill us, right? Blocking is middle mouse button for us. Okay. Blocking is middle mouse button. There it is. Okay, okay. That's pretty cool, actually. I really like that. This mechanic actually feels really good with being able to, like, you have to hold up your middle button to block. I like that. And now we're going to re-equip our backpack. Alrighty. Took a couple hits. I know it says first follow the red carpet, but, like, there's so many things to do here. Holy cow. Okay, next up on the tutorial. Some obstacles can be broken, like wooden planks and walls. Wood planks are weak to fire. Most enemies also have vulnerability and resistances. Watch out for what looks more effective. Okay, well, I don't have fire, but I do have a mace. There we go. We can break through that, no problem with our mace. Alright, here we go. Quick slots are shortcuts to use skills and items. You assign those from the character menu. On keyboard and mouse, you can alternate between two hotbars by pressing T. Or controllers, quick left... Okay, yeah. We aren't using controllers. Skills have requirements. They may be specific weapon types to be under the effect of a status effect or an item inventory. Set cathartic charge in a quick slot. So, in our character inventory, under skills... cathartic charge. And we also have fire sigil and spark. So... cathartic charge, like that. That's pretty cool, and you can already see the cooldown it's got. Try using cathartic charge skill to rush the training dummy. Okay. Well, we gotta wait for it to cool down. And we'll go after that training dummy up there. A couple seconds, then we'll be able to use cathartic charge. No problem. And it's ready. Cathartic charge into the training dummy. Okay. We have a rage effect, it looks like. Cool. Rage! Yeah, exactly. Okay. So, let's actually read cathartic charge really fast. Leave your defenses wide open as you let out a war cry, followed by a charge attack. Increase your rage when you successfully land a blow, more effectively with higher strength and willpower. Okay. That's pretty cool. And we have exercising. Man, there's going to be a lot of interesting stuff we can probably pull off in this game. Mana is a requirement for most spells and will need to be unlocked at a ley line, like the one before you. Okay, let's do it. Let's check out this ley line. Alrighty. Attune with mana. Press F. Okay. So every time we click this up, our health and stamina go down. We can put our mana as high as we want right now and have half. Sacrifice your vitality to attune to the ley line. Beware, attunement is permanent. So I don't want to go crazy. I think we're going to go for a little bit of mana, and then we can probably attune more later, depending. So I'm not going to take a major risk. How much? Setting my health and stamina to 90 each, get 40 mana. I feel like that is a very safe beginning. This attunement looks pretty cool, actually. Why can I? Okay, so now we have a mana bar, which is pretty freaking dope. I bet the next carpet task it's going to teach us on is going to have us use our mana, which is right here, I bet. Pick up firestones. Let's see what this says first. Casting spells is not that simple. You often have to combine different abilities and conditions to perform potent magic. Set Spark and Fire Sigil in Quick Slot, then cast Fire Sigil, which requires a Firestone. So resources in the inventory to cast spells is going to be super useful. Got it. Then cast Spark while... Yep. Exactly. You need to have the right resources. We're going to grab a bunch. All these... Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to grab that. I was trying to pick up the rest of my Firestones over here. Come on. Okay, now we got Firestones. What are we... Okay, we're going to target this dummy, it looks like. So we're going to go... Quick tap E, then R. So is that it? That feels really clunky and slow, actually. Really, really slow. Like... If I walk away from the sigil, can I no longer cast a spell, or is it stronger in the sigil? Interesting. Okay, I just want to get this guy beat. So, like, that's why I'm still standing here. There we go. Okay. So, like... So this just stays here. As soon as I leave the sigil, what happens? I don't know what it does when you're in the Fire Sigil. It just says Fire Sigil. More effective with higher willpower. Per skill, per... Man, this is going to be really interesting getting into this later. So, right now it looks like I have buffs on me. Like, what buffs do I... Status Flux. Currently I have Overheating, which is a minus... your body is struggling to cope with the heat. Intelligence, impact resistance, plus 200 thirst. Oh, wow. I have all of these different effects going on right now. And did I just die? Wait a second. Did I just die? I died in the tutorial from my fire?
That's funny.
Well, I guess I didn't really pay attention to the status stuff, I guess.
Yeah, you should probably do that.
Okay.
Considering you have to pay attention to your food, your...
This is doing a lot more than I expected it to. Remains highly flammable even mixed with other. Okay, what, like, I have nothing that cools me down. Like,
maybe go in, like, some shade or something?
I'm gonna try drinking a wine. Oh, now I have alcohol. Oh my gosh! Alcohol for 5 minutes.
Honey, maybe try to go under some shade.
I don't think there is shade. Okay, we're in skills. I have no idea how to, like, lower these effects in the tutorial zone. Okay. Okay. I am so intrigued by this right now.
Alright, have a good day, buddy. What time are you on?
Okay. Can I do anything? Like, I'm in the shade now. I think it's just gonna take its time. Overheating. Alcohol. Which is gonna last for 9 minutes. I have... Wow. So certain things are gonna really affect you in this game. That's so wild. Like, learning how to play it safe is going to be interesting. Okay, I think this is the stealth section. Some enemies are better avoided than fought. Toggle crouching with crouch to make less noise and to avoid being heard by enemies.
You gotta be stealthy.
Yeah, so I have to push control on my keyboard to stealth. Read. You are easier to detect when standing in the light. Put out torches or lanterns to be less visible.
Light, shadow, shade.
Well, hopefully that helps my overheat. I'm slowly becoming less hot. So it wants you to avoid being... Oh, there's a monster right there. I see. Okay, so if we stay crouched and avoid the lit up area over there, we're fine.
Unless there's monsters hiding there.
We have another sign right here. When enemies are unaware of you, they are more vulnerable. Therefore, take more damage. Try killing innocent and defenseless Trog without being detected. Okay, so we want to hurt this thing. I'm just going to go for a fire spell. It didn't work. We're going to come up with the mace and just whack it. Oh my gosh! I sent this thing flying. Open glowstone backpack. Does this thing have better carrying weight? It does. I want to... I'm taking this glowstone backpack. It's got a higher weight carry. So we're going to move everything over.
Keep in mind, if it's a higher weight bag, it might be heavier on you for you to be over.
No, it holds more stuff. Like, it holds 65, while my current one holds 55. Or 40. So it can hold more weight. I'm going to take the bag. And then take bag. Right? Yeah, we're going to equip the new bag. I want the new bag. Oh, but it glows. Eesh. Not meant for stealth characters. Gotcha. Know what? That's fine. We're going to play with a little bit of an extra difficulty. I really want the extra storage. Okay. We are doing... Can I stop sneaking now? I'm really sick and tired of sneaking. Ugh. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Next area. Read. There are 5 core attributes that define your capabilities. Those are strength, constitution, agility, intelligence, and willpower. Just missing so wait, we have strength, dexterity, constitution. We're just missing charisma. We're just missing charisma. Okay. Oh, wait. Was there more? Okay, so each of these, I'm sure, might boost up those specific stats. Fun fact, books and scrolls like these are spread out in the world and give you insight on the world aria. I had a feeling it would. The most important are the vitals. Health, stamina, mana. These stats maximum will lower when lost for too long. Some foods and drinks can restore both the value and the maximums. Okay. Good to know. There's a lot of library stuff in here. Oh wait, is this a book? It didn't say read. Oh, there's a scroll here. Offense and defense. Offense represents how skilled someone is in general, while defense represents their resilience. They are both compared to each other when dealing damage. Damage is the value indicated at the weapon. A high damage but low offense weapon will destroy a weak defense enemy, but be useless against one with high defense. Okay, yeah, that's kind of straightforward, honestly, y'all. And there was nothing left over here. Yeah, we read everything over here. Alrighty. What is coming up next? We have a couple more signs. I really want to try to get through this tutorial quickly. Exercise can be viewed in the exercise menu. This allows your character to be better themselves and increase their values of their core stats. Check them out. We already kind of looked into that, actually. I was looking into the exercise. So we currently have points to spend. We have lively, which fully depends on your stamina. We have mighty, hardy, sneaky, and crafty. I have no idea which direction I want to go in with any of these stats yet. Fully deplete your stamina 5 times. That's a task. Defeat 10 enemies for mighty. Craft 5 items. Hurt 3 human enemies before they unsheath their weapons. And hardy is have food, drink, and sleep effects all at once for 20 minutes. I like that. This tree system is pretty good. And it obviously gets higher the more you go up. So if you max out your mighty branch right here, you can get to shocking force at the end. So there's weapon master at tier 4. Tier 3 you have persecutor. Wow. And they can hybrid across. Like I can get a mighty, like I really like the branch out. So that's going to be very effective. And I feel like some of these things will require this bottom branch. So if I get here, it might require me to develop this corruption exposer before I can get marathoner. So like that'd be pretty useful. Steady arm, that's definitely a okay. I thought that was gonna be like an archery thing. Would sneaky have that stuff? So sneaky's here. I wonder if sneaky would have the better archery effects. That's pretty dope. I really like that. Like those skills are gonna get really interesting to figure out later. Okay, once you've completed enough exercise, you can unlock breakthrough points, which are spent to unlock high-level skills from trainers. You can only obtain 3 breakthrough points, so choose wisely. Oh! So in this entire time of the game, you'll only ever get 3 breakthroughs. So I wonder if that's what, these are. Yeah, here's your breakthroughs. Locked. 0 of 3, 0 of 7, 0 of 12. So you can really mess up your playthrough if you probably don't monitor your stuff real carefully then. That's what it feels like. Wow. I really like what they're doing here. That's cool. Okay, we're going on to this red carpet set. We should hopefully... I don't know how long this tutorial is. I'm not trying to take too long. I'm really liking this the glowing backpack. It's really made my life feel better. Okay, status effects are very important. Poison and fire drop your health. Drop your health points and has to be dealt with urgently. Other effects can diminish some of your stats. They most likely have a cure or can simply be waited out. So right now we have the alcohol effect. Okay, so this is poison. So we need to go into our inventory. We have a poisoned effect on us. So let's just look at it real quick. So right now we have spore burn. With spores cling to your skin, slowing you down. So we can purchase poisons, toxins, and spore burn from the body. We're going to drink spore burn potion, and look at that. We healed from it already. And now we have bandages, which will help us with wounds. We're going to grab some more of this stuff here. Looks like we just grabbed a bunch of food and other resources. Okay, next sign. Fortunately, status effects can also be very useful. They can restore your health, boost your stamina recovery, enhance resistances, etc. Try eating some, then open the status effects menu to see what it does. Okay, so it gave us a bunch of different, it gave us a bunch of different things that we can try. There is a mushy steak that we'll try. So, what did that, the mushy steak meal gave us what effect? It gives us plus 250 food. Our constitution is up by 1. Our decay damage is up by 8. And our health regen is up by 0.3. Which I like a lot, actually. That's pretty useful. What's the other thing it gave? It gave us a soothing salve. A bandage soaked in aloe viv. Stops bleeding and soothes injuries for a short time. A cure for the scorched hex. Ooh. A resilient berry that grows... Oh, we already had one of these earlier, so... Alrighty, alrighty. That is pretty cool. That was status effects. Did I just... Okay. Okay, we have a bunch of other... We have painkillers. Ooh, that's scary. And the splint. Some other status effects are hurtful in the long run. Wounds that will greatly hinder you, and illnesses can degenerate into some worse if not treated for too long. But some things can always be done to cure them, or unless their effects use a splint to reduce the time to recuperate from a strained ankle. You will still need some time to fully heal, so take the painkillers to temporarily remove the effects of the wound. Okay, so that's what happened when we walked in. We sprained our ankle. And that sprained ankle. The pain prevents you from sprinting and makes it harder to roll. A splint and some time will get it the... Okay. Holy cow, 359 hours. So that's why it wants you to use the splint. Where did I put that splint? There it is, splint. As you can see, we kind of pseudo sprained ankle receding. Greatly reduce the time. Now we only have 60 hours with it. Yeah, we only have 60 hours with it now. And then you take a painkiller, numbs pain for a while, allowing you to push through serious wounds as if they didn't have one at all. We take one, and now we have painkiller, and that status effect gives us, you are temporarily unaffected by any of your wounds. So this is not being affecting, so we can sprint and do everything we need to. Got it. Okay. Wow, I didn't expect there to be a whole entire wounded body system. That's so cool. And again, anyone who is joining in right now, so right now we are going through, okay, I just got hit with a bunch of stat. Oh wow, what is killing me? I'm about to die. I just died. I have no idea what happened, but yeah, for anyone who's joining in right now, we are doing the tutorial right now for this game. And Outward 2 is currently in its beta, and I just recently started playing it, and I want to check this stuff out. Apparently, I just died. I don't know what happened. I saw status hitting my board, and next thing you know, I was dying. I saw hunger, so I'm assuming I probably got hit with some unfortunate hunger effects. That's all I can imagine. So yeah. Space. Okay. Here we are again. Okay, there's our bag that we were running. Equipped. It got dark in here. Holy cow. Okay, so we were currently under skills, stealth, character, status effects. I think we just hit survival. Yeah, we were in the survival wing. So, let's get back towards the survival part of this tutorial. And then we can actually start playing the actual game. I'm really liking the design of this game so far with all of the compounding effects you got to go through to even play. Maybe I wasn't here yet after all. Maybe I'm a little ahead of myself. We are a little ahead of ourselves by accident. Okay, we got to go back. There's my fire sigil. Okay, let's drink clean water. Hold to drink clean water. Okay, so that is good to know. Okay, I can read this without going into my fire sigil I set up by accident. I need to change up my keybinds. During your travels, you'll become hungry and thirsty. Look around to find something to eat and drink. That's literally all it wanted me to do is drink some freaking water. Ugh, oh my gosh. We're gonna gather some star mushrooms. Oh, we have to hold. Okay. Reading explains everything. So, I hope that everything we collect in the tutorial allows us to leave here with the most stuff. Granted, I'm not being a complete entire pack monkey. I did leave a lot of stuff in the beginning with all of the starting weapons. Okay, next section. Survival. You will also need to sleep to regain your strength. While sleeping, you should allow your time some time to guard. Whoa. Slow down. You will also need to sleep to regain your strength. While sleeping, you should also allow some time to guard to prevent being taken by surprise. Reading a book will give you a buff along with the tent you'll be using. Prepare a campsite with everything a good camper needs. A tent, a campfire, and a good book to read. Okay. We're going to pick up that, and that right there. So, what do we just do it right here, right now, I take it? Okay, let's just get into this right now. Okay. We got... Where's our tent? There's our book. There's our silver that we got. Did I just... Am I blind? Fire rag, flint. Simple tent kit. Deploy. Oh my gosh, that was really cool. Then we need a campfire. Deploy. Oh my gosh, I'm loving that animation. Light up the fire kit. Okay, we lit up the campfire, and now we have our... Do we really? Okay. And then we're going to enter the little simple tent. Okay, we are reading... Okay, so we can... 2 hours to guard, 2 hours that, an hour to repair. Okay, 5 hours to sleep, 1 hour to repair, and 2 hours to guard. Is that enough? That's an 8-hour day. That's 8 hours. Is this really going to matter that much? 35% chance to be ambushed. We're going to try it. If we get punished, we get punished for it. Let's try it. Okay. An uneventful night. You rest past without incident. You are eyes into. Okay. So I feel like if we can keep our ambush rate below 40%, we should be okay. Okay. We are going to disassemble the tent. Oh, my bad. Gotta hold it until it's completely done. Hold to put out. Hold to disassemble. Okay, so fire pits are one-time use. Got it. Because that did not go back into our inventory like the tent did. So that is going to be something you need to, like, use regularly. Got it. Okay, and we have the well... Okay, we are thirsty. Right? That is thirsty. Okay, we need to drink water. So we're going to... We got to go back and drink water. And our painkillers have worn off. Okay, we're going to take another round of painkillers. So now we can sprint. We're going to drink the clean water. Okay, we filled up our water skin. And if we eat, we should have all 3 status effects. The well-rested, thirsty, or not thirsty, and that. Okay, awesome. Sweet! We got some interesting stuff going on here. Some locations are hot and need to be dealt with accordingly by drinking water, using heat resistance equipment, or with certain status effects. The temperature bar represents how affected by heat and cold you are. Each node on the bar is a threshold for more pain. So if we get too close to something hot, we'll get hot. We get into the cold, we'll get cold. The same would be said for cold environments. Other hazards are presented in the world, so keep lookout for and be prepared. So we will have... Because our cold bar was going down, so we were getting colder just now. So that is something we're going to keep our eyes on. Okay, our carpet is going this way. Oh my. Is this getting to the end of the tutorial? Read. Crafting is essential for surviving in the wild. You can guess a recipe or you can find scrolls to teach you the materials you need. Okay. So we already know one recipe, which is the campfire, right? Most items can be salvaged into raw materials and make them. Salvage some wood from the items on the table in your inventory menu. Craft a campfire from the salvaged wood. Okay. So we're going to pick up the wood. We're going to pick up the training greatsword. And then we come over here, right? Crafting stations are necessary to craft simple items. Superior meals can be crafted from a cooking pot, and alchemical items like potions need alchemical kits. Portable stations like a cooking pot need to be placed over a campfire in order to be used. Deploy the previous crafted campfire and place a cooking pot on it. Then cook a nice pearl bird pesto with the ingredients on the table. Okay, so we need to grab the cooking pot. We need to grab all this stuff. And we need to make a campfire for over here. Okay, so we need to go into the thing. Alrighty. Crafting campfire. Did I not have enough wood? Okay, how does one break something into more wood? Do I have to, like, legit... Most items we salvage, then campfire. From the... Okay. Okay, so... Am I missing something? I am very interested right now into this. Can I now just dump another random wood object in here? Do I not have another object made of wood? I do have this quarterstaff. Does that count? Didn't count. I am so confused right now. I don't have any more wood. Am I not understanding something from this? And, from your items on the table on your inventory menu, then salvage some wood from the items on the table. How do I salvage some wood? That's my concern. Supple branches and bark, useful for craft work. Salvage. There we go. Gotcha. It's a right click. It was a right click. You just had to right click. Just like that, we made a campfire. Okay, now I learned. Now you gotta just click right on the right click. Now we're gonna make a new campfire. We're gonna deploy it. Light the campfire. And then use campfire kit. We are putting a cooking pot on top, right? Where'd it go? Cooking pot. Okay, I'm now confused. Do I not? What I missed? Crafting stations are necessary to craft specific items. Superior meals can be crafted from a cooking pot and alchemical items and potions. Portable stations like the cooking pot need to be placed over a campfire in order to be used. Deploy the previous crafted campfire and place the cooking pot on it. Then cook a nice pearl bird pesto with ingredients on the table. I am missing something and I don't know what it is. No, I just have to put my campfire pot on top of it, and I'm trying. There, my crafting pot is on there, but it doesn't stay. What in the world? Campfire pot, what goes underneath?
Just for the fun of it, try dropping it.
I'm scared to drop it. Oh, I can deploy it. I have to deploy it. That's how you do it. You gotta click it and then deploy it. Ah. Gotcha. Okay, I need all of my ingredients I just got from that for the pesto. I need a tomato. They gave me a chicken breast. What else did they give me? Pesto. I think I'd like a pasta. Where did it all go? Did it have me make a... Was it having me use a spice beetle? And the nuts. Was this their pesto? Was this the pesto recipe? I don't remember the items I picked up for the pesto. Oh no! Oh no. Take that, take that. Craft. No results. Craft. Nothing happened. What stuff did I take off this table again? Oh no. Okay. I'm looking at all the stuff. I have pearl bird meat. I have tomatoes. I got crimp nuts. And I got ochre spice beetles. Let's try it with just the spice beetles, maybe. Maybe I just goofed up the order and I'm not realizing it. Chicken, tomatoes, and the spice beetles. Maybe that's what I just gotta do. No crafting. Oh boy. Another. The more spice beetles, the better? I don't know. It's not the nuts. That's just seared. Uh-oh. So, I didn't make the pesto, but I made seared pearl bird. We are gonna just work with that for now, and get away from this dang place, because it's confusing me. I'll figure out more of the cooking stuff later. I know it's going to be useful for later. Recipe scrolls can be learned from the inventory. The recipe will be added to the list of the crafting menu. Learn the life potion recipe and see how it's made. Well, is it really?
It just told you.
I only have the seared pearl bird. It didn't give me the recipe for the pesto. Okay, life potion recipe added. Crafting. I'd have to deploy the potion table, aren't I? Oh, there's a bunch of stuff over here. Vial. Charcoal dust. I'm literally just looting this entire area. I wonder if anyone else here actually does anything. Okay, use. Okay, alchemy. It just says I picked up the recipe, though. Do I have to read it? I have to read it. Okay, give me a second. We're going to read it real quick. Life potion recipe scroll. Learned. Okay. Life potion recipe. Boom! Charcoal dust. Gravel beetle. Water skin. Boom. Craft.
The pesto recipe or whatever should be in there too.
I'm checking that again right now, just in case. I do not have a pesto recipe in here. The thing just wanted to make me angry. Some crafting stations have a special fuel or receptacle slot for advanced crafting. Some recipes need an extra item in order to be cooked, distilled, or transformed into something special. Craft the life potion with these items using the vials as a receptacle. Got it. Already did. Already did that. Okay. We are going to continue on and see where we go. Next up. Read. This concludes tutorial for Outward 2. The most important thing to remember is fail. The most important thing to remember is failure is but a chance to learn. Status effects help a lot. Cheap tricks keep you alive, and may adventure find wherever you go. And track the door to leave the tutorial. So we already finished the entire tutorial. That's pretty dope. So we're gonna leave the tutorial. Wow, we already finished the tutorial. We got a pretty decent thing going for us. Okay, if we click continue, what happens? Press space to resume. We're back into here. That's not what I wanted to do. Return to main menu, yes. Okay, so load gem. Do you only get to do? I am missing a step. I am missing a step somewhere, aren't I? I feel like there is more. Do I do new game? Oh, I'm just gonna do a new game. Start solo. Game node. I'm gonna go for a normal playthrough. I don't want to do hardcore. That doesn't feel like a great idea. So we're gonna do a normal playthrough, see how we do, and then we'll go from there. Starting location: Simon's Bastion. Tramontaine and Haboob is not. We only have the one, so we get a +1 willpower and a -1 over Constitution. So we only get that. Yeah, it does. Background criminal. You know what it's like being on the wrong side of the law. Your nose may be clean now, but your hands sure aren't. That gives us a bonus to our strength. Shipwrecked. Not long ago, you lost everything in an accident at sea. Only your prodigious stamina saved you from drowning. You still carry the cracked traditional mask of a dear Kazite friend lost in the tragedy, +2 Constitution. Karaborn refugee. Your kin were among the last people driven from Karaborn as the war against the scourge ended. All you have left is your childhood is wrapped up in your faithful old backpack, +2 to agility. Aberdeen. You are a distant cousin of a truly old bloodline. Sadly, the blood of the Aberdeen family isn't worth very much out here, yet you still have your wits and one last favor to call in, +4 to willpower. Sorrowborn. You left the glorious city of Harmatin with money in your pocket and your head held high. Well, your dreams for the future haven't come true. Time to put your last few points to good use, +2 to intelligence. Traveler, you traveled far in your youth and you still have the old maps of your in your satchel. You know how dangerous the world outside the walls is, but you also believe it's full of wonder too. Warrior's Heir, the blood of... Oh, this one gives ability and agility and constitution. The blood of warriors flows through your veins. Although their last moment of glory was a long time ago, your sword and shield have tasted more rust than blood. Agility and strength plus. A lot worshiper. Even as a child, you found strength in the 3 pillars of the god of discipline. First, help those weaker than you. Second, be disciplined in all you do. Third, you can always become better. Calaxia Worshipper. Oh, that's willpower and constitution. Calaxia Worshipper, no matter the hardships you face, you keep the goddess of progress in your thoughts and drive yourself to think as she does. Bold new ideas and progress are the dearest values in your heart. Lone. Oh, that's willpower and intelligence. Quick drink. Okay. Lone wolf. All your life you felt distance from everyone you've met, and your patience for other people has only dwindled. You strive to look after yourself first and foremost, trusting no one unless you have a very good reason for strength and intelligence. Deadbeat. Oh my gosh. Whether through bad luck, terrible decisions, or some other failing, your life has been a string of misery and failures. You wonder daily if you'll ever beat those odds and catch a lucky break. If so, you have to earn it the hard way. Every stat is -2. Holy cow! I'm not touching Deadbeat. Nope. I think I like either the Traveler, the Warrior's Heir, and the where'd it go? The Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf, Traveler, and Warrior's Heir all seem pretty cool. I'm kind of looking at the Traveler for the I'm curious on how much this really influences the full-on game. So I'm thinking Traveler would be cool, but Warrior's Heir is nice. We're gonna go with the Traveler. The Traveler. First trait, Chemist, the smell of... Oh man, there's 10 options. There's 10 options. Chemist, the smell of herbs and the wearer of an alchemical kit has always fascinated you. Brute, at the end of the day, you believe that your strength is what matters. So currently with Traveler, we are getting +1 agility and constitution. So I'm going to actually write that down real quick. We got... Right now we have +1 agility and +1... This takes away from our constitution, so I want to be careful. I don't think I want to do chemist. Brute. At the end of the day, you believe your strength is what matters. +1 strength and +1 intelligence. Crafty. Tinkering with tidbits to make something new never fails to bring light to your eyes. Agility boost, strength minus. Cowardly. Your peers used to call you a coward, but you've outlived a few of them already. +1 agility minus willpower. Bookworm. You'd rather go a day without food than a day without a good book. Intense. There is no physical limit. You will push yourself past to reach your goals, no matter how trivial. +1 willpower, -1 con. Hoarder. You really need to learn to stop picking up everything knick-knack you see, but who knows, then might be coming in handy. Strength willpower boost. Gourmet. You don't eat just to survive. You cook to better fill every need, not just those of your belly. Okay. Oaf. Someone once said you were too stupid to die. Some days you wonder if it was joking or if he was speaking plain.
Oh, no one sucks, dude.
Yeah, but boosted con. Stubborn, you have principles and refuse to budge off of them. +1 willpower, minus agility. I'm leaning towards crafty or stubborn, I think. But I'm also looking into intense, because then, I mean, the +1 con we get from Traveler goes away, so we end up with a +1 agility and a +1 willpower. So I think I'm going to go for intense. Secondary trait, same list. So right now we got a -1 con and a +1 willpower now. So for a secondary trait, we don't want to make any of our... I'm trying to avoid any of my skills going negative right now. So we already selected intense and we can't pick it again. I kind of want to get my strength boosted somehow without losing any of my good stuff. Hoarder boosts your strength but lowers your willpower. Am I just going to potentially start the game with a drop to something? I was trying to avoid that. If I were to have anything to boost my strength, I'd probably risk it on Brute and I'd just have a lower intelligence. I'd have a -1 to the intelligence stat. Well, I feel like it could be... How this tutorial went, there's so much influencing what you do. And trying to keep a balanced character seems optimal, but maybe I can't. does brute take away? It takes away intelligence. Or I could go for gourmet and I'll have a boost in my no, that takes away my agility boost I got. Stubborn's looking pretty good though. Maybe I'll take stubborn. That way I have a +2 to my willpower and my agility goes down to 0. So I'll have a +2 willpower in the beginning. So I'll have +2 to willpower and I'll have a balanced out agility and con in the end. So those are going to be 0. So my willpower is going to be good in the beginning. Your story so far. The new crown jewel of the heroic kingdom of Levant is a city of opportunity where you can rise to the highest of highs or fall to the lowest of lows. Vagrants like you litter the dark corners of the shining city, doing whatever it takes to survive another day. You've traveled far in your youth and you still have the old maps in your satchel. You know how dangerous the world outside the walls is, but you also believe in the full wonder too. There's no physical limit you won't push yourself past to reach, and your goals, no matter how trivial, your principles, you have principles and refuse. So like that is literally all of your background right there. Your starting location, your all of that. That's pretty cool. So I have a normal, no permanent death, +1 will. Oh wow! So plus +1 will, -1 con. Oh, we're starting the game with a minus con. Yikes, we're gonna have a lowered constitution in the beginning. Well, let's work on it. Oh, wow. Oh no, this is the thing that'll make my wife stay here for hours on end. Yeah, character design. I probably won't be here for too long. Okay, I think that's fine. That looks good. I'm not going to take nearly as long as my wife would. No way. No body here. Oh, this is body hair stuff? Okay, we're not going to mess with that. No dots. No that. Detail 1, detail 2. None. Acne, body hair, none. None. Dots, none. Scar. What does scars look like? Okay. That looks fine. Alright. Face. We're not gonna take forever on this stuff. Sure. That's just going to be fun. We're going to keep them all nice, pretty blue. So H, right eye color is going to be the same as left eye color. Nose, fine by me. Mouth, fine by me. Texture, what the heck does it mean by texture? There. Details. Messed up face? No, probably not. We're just going to go for no details. Detail 2. Unless it has like facial hair. No, it doesn't. Yeah, it has like no facial hair at all. So like not even looking at it. It is beta, so you are absolutely right. My wonderful wife is behind me just pointing out important details. Tattoos, makeup, no hair. I want to get a little bit more of that. Okay, we're gonna do a quick hair adjustment because I'm not rocking the mullet. No. Yes, you can. You can have a female character in this. So this does have a female character part of the creation if you wanted. I am not running a female character, obviously, but I am looking into some... Ew, gross. Ooh, that's not terrible. Hair color, maybe more of a brown in the end. Trying to get closer to me. Hey, facial hair. Let's see if we can get to what I'm rocking right here. Just as close as we can get. Yeah, that's probably the closest we're gonna get is like a stubble. This is also still beta, so I don't like the character creation textures aren't going to be the greatest, so we're just going to go with the stubble beard for now. Facial hair color is the same as regular color. Eyebrows, not going to mess with. Eyebrow color, not going to mess with. Mustache. That's going to make things change just a wee bit. We need the mustache to go with it. That's not bad. That works. Alright, identity. Name. Here we go. Danny Mage is here to slay. We have a +1 willpower. Okay, so in the end, we have a -1 constitution, a 0 to... We have a +3 willpower. Holy cow. If I would have known that this gave me a drop to con, I probably would have actually swapped out the stubborn for something to give me my constitution back. Because I didn't realize we're going to be going in with a +3 willpower. Anyways, Danny Mage, we are ready to go. This is about as basic as we can get. The hair is actually kind of starting to bother me a little bit. I think I want a different base hair color. This base hairstyle is kind of messing with me. That's better. Alright, that looks better. That hairstyle looks much better. Alrighty, let's go into this. Kind of do some quick base exploration, then we'll probably have to call it from there, y'all. Did the tutorial, did some quick character build. I don't take long when I design my characters. Press space to resume.
The new crown jewel of the heroic kingdom of Levant. Fresh built, untested, and hungry for history. A city forged for those willing to climb, and for those ready to fall. When I crossed the threshold into godhood, I didn't expect to be instrumental in bringing this bastion into being. But it has been 25 years now.
This is a really good and well-made cutscene.
And I can finally witness the sum of all those efforts. War teaches you to adapt and thrive. And creation is no different. Ingenuity, creativity, and passion all pooling at the center of this city of change. At its core, the Bastion is the apex of all the hard labor Levant has endured, paired with the heartfelt zeal of my dear husband. I watch over it all, yet my gaze can only reach so far. There's an inkling at the back of my mind, a whisper that tells me the mistakes of our past may return to haunt us, even here, at this new frontier.
That was a... Oh! Wow, we're going straight into this from this cutscene. I feel like some voicing on these characters would be really cool. Oof, Howie. Ah, my face! Maybe I should have added bruises to my base face. Holy cow, I got my teeth kicked in. Okay. And there we are. Oh my gosh. Denny Mage. We are ready to go. Are we in a spot where we get in trouble for grabbing stuff? Didn't get mad at me for grabbing the splint. Alrighty. Clearly, we got some operating table stuff going on here. Talk to Vitress. Good to see you standing. It is not how you entered my clinic. Human anatomy is resilient. To be so small and yet so strong. Remarkable. Apologize. I digress. How are you doing? No dizziness and nausea. I'm gonna go for I'm fine, I think. Splendid. Then you may be on your way. We need the bed for our next patient. Before you leave, there's something you should know. The person who dropped you off said that some of your belongings have gone missing. Was there anything in value of your bag? My mother's helmet, my dad's trinket, the first stag race. I'm gonna go for my dad's trinket. Interesting. Personal items. Sentimental value. Yes, but also worth the silver. The local pawnbroker, a man called Dulak. You should start there, but expect a hefty price to get those back. We have work for coin if you need to get started. I'm open to work. I'll think about it. I'll be figuring it out. I'm open to work. We have a man here intoxicated. Needs immediate assistance. Cannot leave his side without Radiant Lily to finish the antidote. There is enough death around, too much sickness. We need to help as many as we can. Flowers can be found to the west of the city on a small outcrop. A beautiful vantage point. Careful when handling the flower. A unique property is high. A unique property is a high combustibility when dry. Wait for rain. Would hate to see you back as a patient again, or worse. Do not forget your personal belongings or what remains of them. Your backpack is here. Okay, so there's my backpack. We're gonna equip it and then give it a quick little check over. All right, so we're actually going to call it there, guys. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. We are going to be diving way more into this game pretty soon. I want to give this beta a full chance at what we can give it. So yeah, thank you again, everyone, for watching for tonight's stream, and I will see you guys next time.